Have you ever wondered why some women cheat on their partners? A provocative question, isn't it? But it's something that's been asked countless times. In this complex world of relationships, it's crucial to understand the motivations behind such actions. Infidelity is a multifaceted issue, often misunderstood and oversimplified. It's not about pointing fingers or assigning blame. It's about awareness and understanding. So let's take a step back and objectively explore this sensitive topic. Let's delve into the top 10 reasons why this happens. Starting off at number 10, lack of appreciation. When a woman feels unappreciated in a relationship, it can create a void, a sense of invisibility. It's like she's there, but not really there. Her efforts, her care, her love seem to go unnoticed. This can be particularly disheartening when she pours her heart and soul into making the relationship work. When her partner takes her for granted, it diminishes her self-esteem, making her feel undervalued. This lack of appreciation can extend to various aspects of the relationship, from emotional support to household responsibilities, and even to her career accomplishments. Over time, this can lead to feelings of resentment and dissatisfaction. The heartache of feeling unappreciated can push her to seek validation, appreciation, and respect outside the confines of the relationship. This is not to justify infidelity, but rather to understand one of the factors that may lead to it. When appreciation lacks, some women seek it elsewhere. At number 9, we have emotional neglect. It's a subtle yet profound factor that can lead to infidelity among women. Emotional neglect is not always about grand gestures being overlooked, but rather the small, everyday moments of connection that are missed. It's about feeling unseen, unheard, and unappreciated. It's about the absence of warmth, affection, or empathy in a relationship. When a woman's emotional needs are consistently ignored, she may start to feel lonely and disconnected, even while in a committed relationship. This emotional void can create a sense of isolation, leading to feelings of dissatisfaction and resentment. And in some cases, these feelings can drive a woman to seek the emotional connection she is missing elsewhere. Let's be clear, this isn't about justifying cheating, but understanding some of the underlying reasons that can contribute to it. Remember, communication and understanding are key to keeping a relationship healthy and fulfilling. Emotional neglect leaves a void that some women fill with another person. Coming in at number 8, unfulfilled desires. In a world where dreams and aspirations are as diverse as the people who hold them, it's no surprise that unfulfilled desires can play a significant role in the breakdown of relationships. These desires can range from the simple, like wanting more quality time together, to the complex, such as longing for a deeper emotional connection. When these desires go unmet, it can lead to a sense of dissatisfaction, a feeling of being stuck in a rut. And when a woman finds herself in a relationship where her desires remain unfulfilled, it can leave her feeling unseen and unappreciated. This can create a void, a space that can sometimes be filled by someone else who appears to offer what's missing. It's important to remember, though, that each situation is unique and there's no one-size-fits-all explanation. But it's undeniable that unfulfilled desires can sometimes lead to unsought actions. At number 7, we have boredom. Indeed, it's a simple word, but its implications are far-reaching and can significantly impact a relationship. When monotony sets in, the once exciting and passionate relationship can seem dull and uninteresting. The same routine, day in, day out, can lead to a feeling of being stuck in a rut. This is not about blaming anyone. It's about understanding that everyone craves a bit of variety and spice in their lives. When a relationship doesn't provide that, it can lead to a feeling of dissatisfaction. This dissatisfaction can sometimes push women to seek novelty and excitement outside their relationship. It's crucial to remember that boredom in a relationship isn't a death sentence. It's a wake-up call, an opportunity to bring back the excitement and passion. But if left unaddressed, it can lead to some less than desirable consequences. Boredom can sometimes lead to a search for excitement outside the relationship. Coming in at number 6, lack of communication. Communication is the lifeblood of any relationship. It's how we connect, how we understand each other's needs, and how we resolve disputes. But what happens when that vital line of connection gets cut off? Well, in the context of romantic relationships, lack of communication can often lead women to feel misunderstood, disregarded, or even invisible. They might start to question if their partner truly values them or cares about their feelings. This disconnect can create a vacuum, a space that might get filled by someone else who shows more willingness to listen, to understand, and to communicate. It's not about just talking more, but about talking effectively. It's about expressing feelings, needs, and concerns honestly and openly. It's about active listening and empathetic responses. In the absence of these, misunderstandings can grow, resentment can build, and before you know it, a relationship can be on the rocks. Without communication, misunderstanding and resentment can build up. At number 5, we have incompatibility. In the grand scheme of relationships, compatibility plays a pivotal role. It's not merely about sharing similar hobbies or liking the same food. It's about shared values, goals, and a mutual understanding that serves as the foundation of a relationship. When two people are incompatible, it's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It just doesn't work. The differences might seem insignificant at first, but over time they can leave a person feeling disconnected, misunderstood, and alone. In such situations, some women might seek solace outside their relationships. They may find themselves attracted to someone who understands them better, shares their interests, or simply gets them in a way their current partner doesn't. Please note, this isn't about placing blame. It's about understanding that when fundamental incompatibility exists, it can lead to feelings of isolation and dissatisfaction, which in turn may lead to infidelity. Incompatibility can sometimes lead to a search for compatibility elsewhere. Coming in at number 4, neglect of physical needs. In a relationship, physical needs are just as important as emotional ones. A woman is not merely a vessel of emotions, but a being with physical needs and desires. When these needs are neglected, it can lead to feelings of dissatisfaction and resentment. This is not just about sexual intimacy, though that is a significant part. It also encompasses simple things like holding hands, hugging, or just spending quality time together. Neglecting physical needs can make a woman feel undesired and unimportant. This lack of attention can drive a wedge between partners. The woman might start feeling that her partner is not interested in her anymore, leading to insecurity and low self-esteem. In such situations, the temptation to seek physical satisfaction elsewhere can become overpowering. It's crucial to remember that a relationship is a two-way street. Both parties need to be cognizant of each other's needs and desires. Neglect of physical needs can lead some women to seek fulfillment elsewhere. At number 3, we have revenge. It's a powerful motivator, isn't it? A tool often used to balance the scales of perceived injustices. In a relationship, revenge infidelity can emerge when a partner feels wronged. Now let's be clear, we're not justifying, we're explaining. Imagine a situation where a woman discovers her husband's been unfaithful. The hurt, the betrayal, the shattered trust. It's a lot to bear. Some women, in an attempt to make their partners feel the same sting of betrayal, might choose to cheat. A taste of your own medicine, so to speak. It's a misguided form of retribution, a way to regain control or power that they felt was lost. But it's important to remember that revenge often carries a heavy price. It can further damage the relationship, and most importantly, it can wound the person enacting the revenge themselves. Revenge can sometimes lead to regrettable actions. Coming in at number 2, insecurity. Insecurity can be a powerful and destructive force in a relationship. Often it stems from a deep-seated feeling of inadequacy or fear of not being good enough. This fear can be so overwhelming that it leads some women to seek validation elsewhere. Now let's be clear, we're not talking about the occasional bout of self-doubt. Everyone has those. We're talking about chronic insecurity, a constant feeling of not measuring up, of being less than. When a woman feels this way, she may start to believe that her partner doesn't value her or see her worth. And this can lead her to seek validation from other sources. She might start an affair, not because she doesn't love her partner, but because she's looking for someone to fill that void of self-worth. And there you have it, insecurity, a complex and multifaceted issue that can sometimes lead women to stray. Remember, it's crucial to understand, not judge. Insecurity can sometimes lead to a search for validation outside the relationship. And finally, at number 1, we have lack of love. Love, The very foundation of any relationship can sometimes crumble, leaving a void that's hard to fill. When a woman feels unloved, it can create a deep-seated longing for affection, a hunger for emotional connection. This feeling of being unloved can stem from a variety of reasons. Maybe the spark is fading, or maybe the partner is too caught up in their own world to show affection. It could even be that the love was never truly there to begin with. But what happens when this love is absent? Well, the heart tends to long for what it lacks. This longing can sometimes lead a woman to seek love outside of her relationship. It's not about seeking mere physical intimacy, but a craving for the emotional bond, the feeling of being cherished, which she might not be getting from her current relationship. When love lacks, some women may seek it elsewhere. To sum it up, we've discussed the top 10 reasons why some women cheat, from feeling unappreciated or emotionally neglected to experiencing unfulfilled desires or sheer boredom. Communication breakdowns, incompatibilities, neglect of physical needs, revenge, insecurities, and ultimately, a lack of love, all contribute to this complex issue. These are not justifications, but understanding them can help us address the root causes, foster open dialogues, and build stronger, more resilient relationships. Understanding these reasons can help prevent infidelity and build stronger relationships.